When we refer to others as 8th and 12th house people, it relates to individuals who have planets placed in the 8th and 12th houses in their astrological birth chart. It can also represent someone who has an abundance of Scorpio and Pisces energy. The 8th house is ruled by the sign Scorpio, and its planetary ruler is Pluto. The 12th house is ruled by the sign Pisces, and Neptune is the planetary ruler. Pluto energy is associated with issues such as power, death, rebirth, control, healing, transformation, secrets, regeneration, psychic abilities, and powerful change. The planet Neptune's energy involves spirituality, escapism, suffering, illusion, addiction, romanticism, artistic abilities, and intuition. Let's dive deeper. 8th house people, Phoenixes. When planets are placed in the 8th house, the energy and life situations experienced are intense, deep, and life-changing. 8th house people are forced to experience change. The story of the phoenix in ancient mythology is an interesting tale. The phoenix is known to possess great strength and the power to overcome death. This bird destroys itself through fire and turns to ashes, only to be reborn into a completely new bird. This symbolizes the process of rebirth, regeneration, and transformation, which are all related to the 8th house. As phoenixes, people with planets in the 8th house rise from the ashes after difficult life situations. Throughout their lives, many 8th house people experience emotional deaths, where they feel like the person they were before had completely been changed. When they look in the mirror, they don't even recognize themselves anymore because they feel and think differently. They have a whole new way of experiencing life. It can be a painful process when they are forced to go through these transformations, sometimes holding on to the past, not forgiving, and refusing to let go of outdated emotions is what triggers these rebirths. 8th house phoenixes self-transform naturally after challenging experiences and are beacons of healing. The pain, heartache, and difficulties they experience turn into strengths that can be used to assist others. The strengths they develop come from their ability to release the old and regenerate themselves. 8th house people are resilient because they keep moving forward after tragedy and crisis. They are known to adapt to emotional pain and face it head on by discipline, drive, forgetting, forgiving, dying, and adapting into a stronger and wiser person. Everyone has something in their astrology chart that can be difficult. Traditionally, the 8th house has always been considered a tragic area of life, but there have been a lot of misunderstandings and fears surrounding this house. The truth is, everything that is considered taboo in our society falls into the 8th house. Sex and death, to name a few. 8th house planets can bring trauma into our lives, karmic lessons, and betrayal, but the goal of these placements is to create growth. Phoenixes are beacons of light and are full of strength and hope, destined to face loss, betrayal, and wounding as part of their journey. These painful experiences from childhood, past relationships, betrayal, and the death of loved ones have to be overcome and processed. The strengths they develop come from their ability to let go and release old energy. The energy of Pluto assists 8th house people in moving forward. They are the world's healers, therapists, counselors, and wise teachers. 12th house people, angels. When planets are placed in the 12th house, the experiences you have are mystical, spiritual, unexplained, and secretive. The 12th house is where you search to find your soul and your connection to spirit. The meaning of life and your soul's purpose can be found in this house. Diving down into the deep waters of your soul and connecting with others and emerging stronger than ever before is the mission of angels. Through experiencing suffering and feeling emotional pain, you realize your connection to everyone and everything. There is a sense of oneness that is felt, and an ability to serve others on a deeper level. Dreams, fantasy, fairy tales, and illusions make the 12th house an imaginative dream world where anything is possible. Amazing artistic and musical abilities can manifest when planets are in the 12th. Experiencing the unexplained is something that comes naturally for people with planets here. Spiritual and psychic abilities help 12th house people feel a sense of purpose. It is true that they have a special mission, a mission to overcome and conquer overwhelming feelings of escaping and detaching from this world. 12th house people often feel different from others and like they are from another world. Some feel a sense of not belonging to the family they were born in. Sensitive and empathic, they feel the pain that surrounds them. They feel separate but want to belong. Compassionate and kind, they often feel a desire to help everyone. 12th house people are God's messengers on earth. We refer to them as angels. 12th house people share with us that they don't feel human, even from a young age. Many individuals with 12th house planets feel they are different from normal people. They are extremely kind, naive, and intuitive. They believe that other people are kind like them, but they find out that is not the case. Feelings get hurt easily, and the harshness of the world shocks them. Some astrologers believe that having the sun in the 12th house shows an old soul, and that this could be their last lifetime. Serving others and sacrificing oneself to heal others comes naturally. Angels who fell to earth to support and uplift the lives of others, they are destined to come out of the mist and be seen. Walking in two worlds, with one foot in the spiritual and one in reality, helps them find peace. They are born with many blessings, such as spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, artistic talents, creativity, and the ability to listen to others. Their connection and oneness with a higher power is a blessing and their greatest gift. If you'd like to learn more about the 8th and 12th astrological houses, then I recommend you begin with our book, Phoenixes and Angels, by Carmen Turner Schott, who also provided the words for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for future content, and we'll see you next time.